Welcome back, Disc Golf World. My name is Kevin Jones, and we are at the Let's Get Back to Golf tournament presented by Prodigy. This is in Greenbrier, Arkansas. I'm here with Luke Humphreys. Luke is actually the TD of this tournament, so we get to speak to him firsthand.
Yeah, this is at Persimmon Ridge Resort. Kim and Steve Jones were nice enough to let us host this thing like the second that Arkansas was opened up for sanctioned play. So they were awesome to let us do that. This venue is amazing. You guys will see here. We've got Kevin Jones, Nathan Queen, Jake Hebenheimer out of Missouri, and then Abe Bahena out of the Hot Springs area, Arkansas.
Yeah, local pro, Abe. We've been playing for 10 years. So long. Hole 1, one of the most picturesque holes on the course, is 390 feet, par 3, nothing in the way, just a big hyzer, right?
Yeah, and you'll notice the P and the R are made out of shrubs right there for the Persimmon Ridge. Pretty cool little touch. We just had to put the basket right
For
there.
the 2 p.m. tee time.
You'll see
First on
about
the tee.
6 feet of space between
Representing
most
himself
people. We were
from
trying to
Osprey,
social
Arkansas,
distance as
Abe
much as
Bahena.
we could. But we also wanted to display some pros. There's Kim in the background there. Abe with the lead after 1, teeing off first.
What disc is this?
Ripping on a boss.
You threw this a lot last round.
Yes, he loves that disc. Throws it well. Is that just inside the circle?
It looks outside the circle, probably like 45, maybe
From
40.
Greenwood, Arkansas, Kevin Jones.
Today was significantly hotter.
Yes. Yeah, and humid.
Really humid. I think was there rain the night before?
No, it was like raining during the nights and then
Yeah.
sun during the day, which was perfect for golf, other than it was just like a tacky, sticky day. You're going pure hyzer with that Cat D1.
That's around
Representing North
Circle's edge,
Carolina,
just a little bit low.
And end of a champion disc,
Nathan
Queen.
Queen up next. Hails out of North Carolina. Played all 4 rounds on the feature card at the USDGC last year, or lead card. He played awesome there. Cool to see. Fun having him out here in Arkansas. He's throwing on a Quasar. A little bit of an early release leaves him just outside circle 1.
Rounding out the 2 p.m. tee time.
And the new guy on the card, one of the guys you've been playing a little bit of golf with now that you've moved to Missouri, Jake Hebenheimer.
Yep, repping Jefferson City, Missouri. We've been playing a bunch of quarantine golf together in Columbia.
He was laughing there because Matt couldn't pronounce his name right and just called him Jake H.
Yeah, Jake H.
And he throws far, you'll see.
Yeah, he has top distance easily.
Yeah, it was fun to watch him really uncurl on one. Great way to start for Nathan. Slow-mo replay. Dead in the heart, and he knew it.
Yeah, that is an amazing way to start. Get that confidence up.
You know, looked like the winds were kind of gusting right as you were putting. Did that have anything to do with that?
I don't remember. I don't think so. I think just a little not committed quite enough. Oh, yeah. That was a good putt.
Yeah, nice start for the kid.
One thing I've learned about him since playing with him is that he is a phenomenal putter. He's actually really smooth and confident.
Abe not showing any nerves throwing that one in. He's got that little nose up laser putt. Tends to work well. Yeah, so as well as being a warmer day and sunnier, it is a gustier day too. You guys are going to be dealing with some winds.
Yeah, there is a few breezes here and there, a little bit more so than the day before. Hole 2 is a really great par 4. The first shot is pretty simple. Not much to think about. You just want to be in the open with a clean run-up coming at this real tough green.
Yeah, it's the green that has the teeth on this hole. Like I said in the last video, just not a ton of distance to it, but I mean, you can see it falls away behind and to the right. So if anything, you want to aim a little bit left. That old ball golf green is kind of sandy now, and your disc will dig right where it sits. So Abe's going to show you the hyzer route. This will put you down by the cart path and really allow you to see the basket as you're throwing any higher up the hill, and you won't be able to see the basket. It's a blind approach from there.
That is the technical aspect of the hole. Nathan's going to be going the opposite side, though, and he's most likely not going to be able to see the basket no matter what.
Yeah, it's just the way that a lefty kind of has to play this hole, unless they're throwing a really big spike hyzer, which could bring the sidewalk into play. Sidewalk left and right is OB on this hole.
Jake's chomping off a lot of distance right here, but a really consistent shot. He threw a cloud breaker there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a great spot to end up.
He throws a mixed bag, which is kind of fun to watch.
And you're ripping on a...
That's my purple D2.
I think goes far.
One of my favorite discs for sure.
Yeah, I've heard you and Ricky Wysocki talk about that disc. Abe looks like he's going to his Raptor.
Just outside the circle. It's going to be right in Abe's range, though. He's made a bunch of putts like that so far in the tournament.
And here's that obstructed look that, oh my goodness.
Oh, that's a nightmare.
Yeah. Those are terribly sticky trees. Did he get his disc back?
I think so.
Okay. Sometimes they filter down. Sometimes they chill high. And they're like 30 feet wide. Grenade?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
I like that just because it usually digs in the ground with how much rain they've been receiving.
Does it hurt your thumb?
Not just to do it once. If I do it like 4 or 5 times, then yeah. That's a really common question, actually.
Okay, yeah. It hurts my thumb to watch. Nice shot from Jake, but landing low or landing right, usually you dribble down that hill there. We'll see if his disc reacted accordingly.
That's about all Nathan can ask for there. And a layup, that's all you got to do.
Yeah, can't run it. No way to run that. Oh, yeah. And Hebenheimer probably landed, I don't know, 20 feet away. It looks like he's 35 feet now, so.
Significantly uphill right here. He actually overshoots it.
Yeah, it's impressive to get that high.
This is a tricky situation. I don't know how much of a headwind it is. Okay.
Yeah.
He's going to say, not right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave this one for another time on the course.
Yeah, it's early on. He's got a one-stroke lead. You're getting a little closer there. Good birdie. Grenade works out for you again. You're throwing that thing great this tournament. A nice putt from Jake. A little nervy, young guy, death putt, second hole.
Likely. He's only been on film a couple times. But we're all feeling nervous with it just being like the first tournament back and a first chance to prove ourselves.
Yeah.
Hole 3 is a really great addition to the course. It is a new addition. It's usually broken up into 2 holes, but right now we've got it as a monster par 4. OB all on the left side on those flags and OB on the right side, cart path and beyond. The creek here is casual. The creek would be a great drive. Not very many people are getting much farther past the creek unless they're throwing like a over-the-top shot, which we've got Jake on the card right here who actually I would expect to go for that shot.
Yeah, use all that space up there. You're opting for the forehand.
Forehand hyzer route. Just make sure you miss that cedar. And I'm in scoring position. It's possible to get a birdie from there.
Yeah, totally. You're left with about 350 up the hill to a pretty tricky green. There's a rock wall that guards it, keeps the discs from getting all the way to parked. Most of them land about 25 feet short. Abe playing the over-the-top route, and that's a great way to play it. He's made it across the creek. Wow.
Yeah, he did that really well.
Ballista Pro out of him. It's kind of hard to tell what he did, but that was a perfect shot.
Jake's going for big distance right here, but it looks to be that cloud breaker Out of bounds, just barely. So I was actually wrong. That was a D1.
D1 out of Jake. Landed right about the OB line. But looks to be on the wrong side of it. Quasar out of Nathan. Plays it well. It's a tricky shot for a lefty with the low ceiling entry that's required to get to this green and the turnover that he's throwing. It's really just a touchy shot.
Yeah, it would be incredibly difficult for him to get inside the circle from there. Ooh, that looks a little bit inside from what I'm trying to do there, but some nice plinko, and I'm inside the circle.
Yeah, you'll take that every day.
Yes, that's what I want. That gap is pretty daunting to me.
And those trees play sticky for the most part. Looks like Jake's going high as well. Looking to catch some tree and drop down. And that's a tricky putt from over there. That's the left side of the rock wall. Even though it's only about circle's edge, it's pretty obstructed.
Yeah, I mean, it's not much of a putt. He might not have expected it to be that much uphill. It's such an uphill shot. It's hard to get a hyzer there.
Yeah, tricky uphill. It's slight. Now, who is that?
I think Abe.
Abe throwing flick roller.
Not sure. Not 100%. But that tree is jail.
Oh, yeah. Monster cedar guarding the green.
So he has a look. And, man, that had great speed on it. And from my angle, it looked like it was about to smash the chains.
Yeah, it was a good bid from there. And that was Abe that threw the flick roller out of the cedar. Looked like he thought that one was going in. Just a little high. You've got that inside the circle look for your birdie. And once again, make the birdie on 3. Honestly, that's impressive.
Nice. Was that the only...
Yeah.
Was that the only birdie?
It was.
Oh, my goodness.
You know, you played the Plinko game, but I think you threw it long enough into the trees to start the Plinko that
Right.
it worked out for you.
Right,
Lots
like...
of people saw it off a little early. Just don't get far enough into the trees. There's layers of trees that guard this green.
I just thought it was a good way to at least give myself a look at the basket. I'm glad it worked out this time.
Yeah, well, if you've got it, use it. Hole number 4.
Oh, one of the most fun holes on the course to play. Super far, downhill. Really, there's tons of room on this hole. You got the OB to the left, but the cart path on the right is not OB because we have to cross over it. The drone is going to take a right, so it's going to go around this big tree.
Which a roller play might do. Most people are going to go inside of it if they're trying for an air shot. The green is super guarded. Air shots most likely are going to end up under a tree. You cannot be right of this bucket. The shoal over there, the rough, almost impossible to get out of.
Yeah. Luckily, all the area around the basket is super clean thanks to Steve and Kim Jones.
Okay, thank you. This is what I was thinking you were going to do round 1. And that was just a smash. Red D2?
Yeah.
Wow.
Flippiest red D2.
Yeah, you went forehand first round, made the adjustment for second round. Looks like a Quasar out of Nathan. That's a good spot to end up. He likes to play the low lefty skip line into this second shot, so he's put himself in a great position for that. Glow Boss out of Abe. Turned over, but he made it around the trees. There's really no harm in that. This comes in as one of the hardest holes on the course, so just getting your par picks up strokes on the field. Jake trying to judge the wind a little bit. Cloud breaker in hand. And disc into orbit. Is that going to land in bounds?
Oh my gosh. I thought it was going out of bounds for a sec.
That's gross. That's a bomb. Yeah, if you didn't know, you know now.
Yeah.
Jake crushes.
Top 10.
Looks like Abe was trying to throw a little mongoose roller.
Is that really what he's throwing?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. that's awesome.
That is the low skip line.
Wow.
What?
That's ridiculously good.
All that extra right at the end there?
Yeah.
Yeah, he spins the disc properly. That's what you get when you do it like that.
Jay going high. It looks a little sawed off. Needs some tree love.
Okay.
Backside of those cedars, makeable.
Yeah, but you're about 50 feet, and it's extremely low ceiling.
This is sawed off even more.
That's a tricky angle you got yourself into with that tree right in front of you.
Yeah, you have to come down so like fast. It's such a hard green to
Right,
penetrate.
right.
Abe looks like he's doing it pretty well. Oh, did he get on those? Okay, so from Abe's point of view, he's in the trees on the right side of the basket.
That's no-no.
Yeah, that's a no-no. It's trouble over there. It's nice to have an open look, though, like this.
About 50 feet away.
Yeah, it is a slight downhill putt, so you're kind of afraid of sailing it, but, I mean, it's nice to run that.
Yeah, there's so much stuff inside the circle on this green. It's already a hard enough hole, and then the green's hard. It just makes it a fantastic hole for your front nine. You've got a few birdie holes that you can get early on, and then you're really tested with this one. I think Matt Lloyd did it right.
Yep, so Jake had a little window up there. He's trying to drop a nose-down putt. Just missed his gap. That would have been a crazy putt.
He
And
gets it out of the no-no. But, you know, you can see the visual there. Barely see him.
Good putt. That's what you need.
Just a little wrist popper.
Yep.
Like it. You're grabbing your 4. That plays. Picking up strokes on the field, you know, with an easy 4.
Yeah, especially I think I got a 6 on it last round.
Yeah, you'll take it then. Nathan, Carolina Panthers, reppin'. Oh,
Deuces.
Jake, peace to all. All right, coming in, hole 5, one of the easier holes on the course. Just a little flick shot through the woods, not much to it. Lots of stuff inside the green though, so you can't have an obstructed putt. But each one of these guys has to think to themselves as they game plan for this course that this is a birdie hole all the way.
Yeah, it has to be the easiest hole on the course.
A2.
A2 flick, little early. No problem. It hit that tree. If you hit that tree right in front, you're still only going to be like 20 feet away at most.
Gator.
Perfectly played. Giving it a little flare.
Great shot from him.
This is an A2 from Jake.
Great looking line.
Oh, my.
My goodness, chains out. You've got to be kidding me. Look.
Nice. Nice
See if
video.
it's stuck or not. Probably heard the chains.
Nice shot, man.
Fantastic shot from the young guy.
Wow, it was like 2 inches from being an ace and like a huge momentum shift. If you can only imagine, if that goes in, that would have brought him within 1 of me.
Abe was a little early with his Raptor flick, so he's left with about a 70-foot jump putt. Soft bids it. You've got about a 20-footer there. Cash.
Yep.
How'd that feel?
It felt awesome. If I can hit a 20-footer on the pole, that means I'm feeling really confident for the next few holes.
Yeah, it'll look nice. Nathan grabbed himself some. And then Jake Almost carding the ace, but walking up there and tapping in his birdie, that's not bad. Abe has to feel like he gave one up to the card and the field.
Yeah, without a doubt. Bringing us to hole 6 at 417 feet. Feels like it plays probably like 430, something along those lines. It's a really big hyzer. I have to go pretty much full power onto this one.
Yeah, you're just playing it so far away from the basket to begin with. It's a wide hyzer for the lefty or righty, and like you said, plays downhill.
Yep.
Disc has a tendency to just fade out and come up about 40 short. To really push it all the way down, takes the right angle. You've got your purple D2. That's a smash. Oh my gosh, past the basket.
Yep. I disced up a little bit from the last round, making sure that I could get it there.
Yeah, it's not the best place to putt, but it's an absolute bomb. And Nathan, uncharacteristic. You know, as a lefty, there's one thing you can't do.
Yeah, big mistake.
Yeah, and that's his wraith, and he usually throws that thing exactly where he wants.
Sure does.
What's Jake got in his hand?
That's a PD2. Really overstable. He knows he can just mash the disc and doesn't have to worry about anything.
Wow. He made that look really easy.
So good. Inside the circle with the wind that we're facing is very impressive. It's at least a 10 mile per hour right to left headwind here.
I love the way Abe commits and gets so low on his drives.
I agree.
He's right next to the ground when he's throwing.
Yeah.
It's unique. It's really cool to watch. And that's a boss out of him just outside the circle. So Nathan here in the woods, the other 3 players looking pretty good.
And he actually went with a sidearm there.
No kidding.
I hadn't seen that.
All right, Nathan Queen, sidearm tally 1 for the year. I bet it's on one hand at the end of the year. You guys just saw a unicorn.
So he'll be carding a 4. 1. Yes.
Abe.
That is a dirty putt.
Man, a little spinner straight in the heart.
Are we going to get a replay on this one?
Look at Abe.
Just the after shot. That is so good. What a great putt right there.
Yeah. Bring a little confidence back to him.
And just not quite committed enough from Jake there. He's disappointed in that one.
Yeah, I kind of let one go. He did the hard part, putting himself inside the circle on a tricky hole. He'll learn from it, though. And that's a nice putt, low ceiling from a knee. A little tricky. They're just making you work for it.
Yeah, from the knee's always weird. You never know how that's coming out. Nobody really practices it.
No, and Abe just banged one. Hole 7, short par 4, but tricky.
Very tricky. You need to beat this first set of trees. It's pretty important to get a routine shot, at least to the green. And a lot of times you're just kind of dealing with what you're given. If you land right here, you're great. You're going to throw a spike hyzer over those trees. But if you kind of pinch yourself off, then you have to get a little bit creative. So I think that makes this hole really awesome.
Yeah. You end up hitting a gap off the tee and the second shot if you don't put yourself in the optimal position. Go high with it. Wind looked like it caught it a little bit, but I mean,
it was really sawed off. That was super far to the left. I was afraid of that tree that I hit last round.
Abe ripping on a criminal.
Perfect.
Great position. You sneak around that tree, go past that other tee box where the short is. The AMs play that one. It's like that same C-line PD2.
That's looking good. It didn't actually even come close to the big dangerous tree.
Yeah, right. You can't ask for too much on this. You really got to say, 270s as far as I can get and throw that spike in there. think that's a TL3 out of Queen. That was done perfectly.
Awesome drive.
God, that's stupid.
And what was that disc that just took a...
A2 shouldn't affect it too much, but I needed to hit the gap there.
Yep. Jake throwing a US DGC rock. That's one of the older ones. Real stable.
A little bit too glidey for that shot. I think he'd make the adjustment if he played it again there. But he'll at least have a birdie putt.
Yeah, and Abe playing this hole perfectly.
I used the disc I wanted for Sadie's water bowl yesterday, and it's still in the RV.
I wonder what Nathan's saying.
I think he was saying that he used this disc for Sadie's water bowl, his dog's water bowl.
Okay.
I think I remember that actually.
Right on. Sadie Lady, Nathan Queen's travel companion, as well as Rebecca Cox these days.
That's right.
Jake just outside the circle.
And
Just off the left side a little bit.
again, he's all over it though.
Yeah. Yep. Making bids. One of the easier greens to putt on the course. I think this hole and 18 are the only ones without a tree. Nathan just a little short. I mean, we're talking just short. You're going to pick up strokes on the field? It's you and Abe. Okay. 2 birdies.
I got a par. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, no problem. I got a par. I hit bad drive. Abe got a birdie. And Nathan the par. Jake was in perfect position, but the upshot was just too far. Brought him outside of the circle and to an obstructed putt.
He looks a little frustrated. He can decide 2 things right now, you know.
That's right. I agree, actually.
Yeah, he can decide he's going to put it behind him and move forward, or he can let that one bother him. See how he reacts.
Hole 8 is a par 5 at 1,000 feet. It's downhill a little bit, so it is threeable, but you've got to have a really, really good first shot. A really aggressive first shot, too. When ideally, the worst thing you can do on this hole is throw in the trees or throw OB over the cart path. So that's what makes this hole so awesome.
Yeah. It kind of forces you to hyzer flip your tee shot just a little bit. Anything that's pulled right during the hyzer flip hits the trees and most likely drops out of bounds. It's an iconic drive here at Persimmon Ridge with Oak right there in the middle. Abe going boss, doing it well.
Out of the trees. That'll work.
First round, you threw a flippy D2. Looks like you stable up a bit this round.
Stabled up quite a bit. I was really afraid of flipping it too much.
Yeah, you threw it to the ground. That's a bold move.
Yeah, it's going to make a birdie actually kind of hard.
Jake, Cloudbreaker.
That shot to the left.
It is.
Yeah, that shot extremely hard to the left. So far that he actually might be out the other side.
Goodness gracious.
Nathan catching that wind.
This is an exact replay of round 1's drive without the good kick.
Right. Jake is outside. And he does. Wow, this is cool.
What just happened?
So he did not make it out the other side. He, I guess, put too much. He threw it too far to the left. That's a shot. It's so hard though. Nobody can practice that shot.
Yeah, Jake's playing a hole no one's ever played before.
Right.
Can't tell you exactly how he's playing it yet, but
There is that. I think that was him.
oh, okay, all right,
Yeah, he
Back
landed
to the fairway.
around there.
okay. And he's got the distance to get that up and down and still get a birdie.
Right. For sure.
Oh, that was looking so nice.
Well, just I threw it right at that tree. Needed to get around that tree. There's only one of them.
Abe flexing one out. Look at that. 2 rounds in a row. He's throwing full shots off the tee box.
Yeah, he has a really good game plan on this hole.
Yeah. He didn't get up and down yesterday, though, so see if he can just seal the deal today. Is that the PD2?
Yes, it is. Going stable so he can get a force over flex.
That hit the branch. How'd it go so far? He got a bunch of flight out of that. It looked like it should have taken everything out of it.
Yeah. Should still get up and down from there, though.
Nathan Wraith trying to hunt the green. There's a little lefty flex route that you can sneak between that tree. And he doesn't execute it exactly right, but he'll have a long bid for eagle. No, birdie. He was in the woods.
Right.
Cat D1.
That is it. And that is bad news.
That is not it.
No, that is in an awful spot. Dead square behind the tree. Definitely no putt, but maybe no up and down.
Well inside the circle.
Abe throws it and picks up as many. Did you see how fast he picked up as many?
It's quite impressive. Might have set a record there.
While watching the disc. That was cool.
Okay. That was kind of a bid. I like
Yeah.
that.
Clean up shot there.
That was. Nathan long bid for eagle.
Man,
Is that
and that took really bad action.
Yeah.
It rolled very close to the center of the tree.
What is that, like a Scooby?
Yep. I did a little upside down A2 toss trying to get some slide.
Long right is terrible. Demonstration. That's Nathan?
That was Nathan, and that was so close.
No way his eagle putt rolled into the woods so that he didn't have a putt back.
My goodness.
That's surprising. That was a surprising miss from Jake right there, but it happens all the time.
Man, yeah, he's just a few nerves for the young guy. He's got a ton of talent. He wants the world to see it. Sometimes you just got to let it happen. You can't force it.
Sorry if I messed you up at all right there.
No, you're good, man. It's my fault.
You guys tapping out. It's basically a 2-man battle at this point. You and Abe, Arkansas guys, been playing for years.
Yeah, Abe is definitely putting the pressure on, it feels like. Hanging in there tough.
Yeah, hole 9. This is technically an island. You must cross over these cart paths that you see and come to rest, or else you go to a drop zone. Slightly uphill, and it's got a low ceiling entry that's required to get anywhere near the basket. The second you throw it over 10 feet high, trying to enter this green, you drop down about 40 feet. So,
Yeah, perfectly described. This is a nice play. Abe looks like he's going a little bit long, but a wide open putt back there and downhill. Right around 25 feet, 30 feet maybe.
yeah, that's in his range.
I'm loving the sidearm here. There's a slight slope of the ground, sloping to the left and down. Just kind of makes the skip filter really nicely.
Oh, yeah, well played. About 17 feet. Nathan.
Big mistake there.
No.
Yeah, he did. He hit the brush on the left side and dropped OB. He'll be headed to the drop zone.
Oh, man. Yeah, that is uncharacteristic of.
This is a hole he would feast on 9 out of 10 times, I would imagine, too.
That looked pretty good. That was that rock from Hebenheimer again. Nathan soft bidding the basket from the drop zone. That's where players go after they've missed. You're left with an opportunity to save your par, but it's a tricky one.
Boom! What a big putt there from Abe.
And I was just looking in his eyes, and I could tell he was going to make it. I don't know any of this stuff. Even though I was the tournament director, I don't know it all. In Abe's eyes.
Yeah, that's awesome. This is the first time, everybody, that Luke has seen it. Obviously, I'm in it, so I've seen these before.
Great putt from Jake. Getting the replay. Nice straddle. He's missed a couple in the last couple holes, so good for the young guy to settle down, bang a straddle putt. Here's you for your birdie, converting. You like the flick play. I didn't really see anybody else do that, but you've gotten it both days, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not much to think about. No speed control involved. Just zip it and make sure it's kind of low to the ground so you get under the tree.
Yeah, that's our front nine. Kevin Jones sitting here commentating with me, also leading the tournament. Abe Bahena won behind him. Jake and Nathan have dropped off the pace a little bit, but are looking to make a push on the back nine.
Yeah, plenty of moves to be made, and back nine's going to bring some action. Hope you guys join us for part 2.